Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel has revealed that he won't change his side's style of play to help Romelu Lukaku. The Blues signed the Belgian from Inter Milan for a club record fee, signalling his return to the club after 7 years away from West London. However, he has appeared to struggle in front of goal this season, with the striker recently coming under criticism for his controversial interview with Sky Sport Italia in December. Speaking to the media ahead of Chelsea's trip to Brighton and Hove Albion on Tuesday night, Tuchel revealed that despite Lukaku's struggles in front of goal, he will not change his side's system to help the 28-year-old. "No, we do everything to help him. It is absolutely the wrong question because it is focusing on one player. He is a key player and we want him to be a key player, but this is for me the wrong approach. This is what we do, by the way, constantly, for any player. It's a team sport, not about 10 players serving one player. This is not Chelsea or football. Every player serves one team, this will never change." Lukaku has only scored 8 goals in 22 appearances in all competitions for Chelsea this season. He started up front for the Blues during the 1-0 loss to Manchester City on Saturday afternoon, but failed to find the back of the net against the Premier League leaders. Chelsea loanee Emerson wants to return to the club from his loan spell at Lyon, according to reports. The Blues man joined the French side at the beginning of the campaign in a season-long loan in League One. However, with Chelsea's first-choice left wing-back Ben Chilwell expected to be out of action for the rest of the season due to his ACL injury, the West London side have been trying to recall the Italian defender. According to RMC Sport, Emerson himself wants to return to Chelsea. Since the beginning of the January transfer window, the Blues have been attempting to bring him back to Stamford Bridge for the remainder of the season. However, despite him offering Lyon a favourable financial package to cut his loan spell short, their manager Peter Bosz stated that he would stay at the club until the summer. Marcos Alonso is Chelsea's only recognised option for the left wing-back role, so they would need to add someone else to the squad for that position should they want to compete on all fronts. Thomas Tuchel's side have been linked with a number of other options for the role as Chilwell awaits his return to first-team action. Barcelona defender Sergino Dest is seriously contemplating a transfer to Chelsea, according to reports. The Blues have been linked with a move for the 21-year-old since the beginning of the January transfer window as Thomas Tuchel's side look to recruit cover for their wing-back positions. He normally operates on the right-hand side, but also has the ability to play on the left if need be. According to Mundo Deportivo, via Sport Witness, the American international is said to be considering a move to Stamford Bridge. He has had offers from 4 Champions League clubs, with Chelsea being one of those suggested to be interested in him. At first, it is believed that he did not want to leave the La Liga giants and wanted to fight for his place in the side under the management of club legend Xavi, but the situation is now starting to change. If his circumstances at the club do not improve, then Dest is expected to seriously contemplate a move away from the Camp Nou in January. Other reports suggest that Barcelona would also be prepared to accept loan deals for the defender this month due to Dani Alves being the preferred option at right back. Chelsea's first-choice option at right wing-back, Reece James, is currently on the sidelines due to a hamstring injury he suffered against Brighton and Hove Albion at the end of December. Club captain Cesar Azpilicueta has been filling in for him since then, with the European champions looking to recruit a new option in the role for the remainder of the season. Conor Gallagher not thinking about Chelsea future during Crystal Palace loan. Chelsea's on-loan midfielder Conor Gallagher has stated that he is not thinking about his future at the club during his loan spell at Crystal Palace. This comes after the midfielder added his 7th goal of the season for the Eagles and has looked impressive. Speaking to Sky Sports after Crystal Palace's 1-1 draw at Brighton, Gallagher opened up on his future. He said, "We know that Chelsea is one of the best teams in the world right now. It's a tough team to get into. But I'm not thinking about that right now." It was recently reported that Chelsea can no longer recall Gallagher in January due to him playing over 50% of the matches for Patrick Vieira's side on loan this season. However, it looks like the midfielder could return to Chelsea at the end of the season to compete for his place in Thomas Tuchel's side after impressing in the Premier League this season. It remains to be seen as to what the future holds, but if the 21-year-old continues his fine form, he will be set to return to his parent club. Chelsea could include a buyback clause in any deal that would see Armando Broja leave the club, according to reports. The Blues man is currently on loan at fellow Premier League side Southampton, where he has highly impressed so far this season. His form has attracted attention from other clubs, suggesting Chelsea could soon receive offers for his services. According to the Evening Standard, the Blues would likely ask for a buyback clause in a deal that would see Broja leave permanently. The Saints have been reported to have held talks with the West London side over a potential move that would see him remain at the St Mary's Stadium beyond the current campaign. Although it is yet to be seen what Chelsea value the Albanian striker at, it is believed that Southampton would have to pay around £20 million for him and a buyback clause would have to be included, similar to the deal that saw Tino Livramento move away from Stamford Bridge to the Saints. A decision from the Blues is expected to be made this week, with a number of other Premier League clubs asking to be updated on the situation. The report also suggests that Broja himself dreams of playing for Chelsea, but he would prefer to be a starter now rather than waiting for such an opportunity at the Blues. In 20 appearances on the South Coast this season, he has scored 7 goals and assisted a further 1 in all competitions. Chelsea have made contact for Reims striker Hugo Ekitike over a potential transfer move next summer, according to reports in France. The 19-year-old has impressed this season and has been labelled as the next Kylian Mbappe. As per footmercato.net, Chelsea have taken an interest in the forward ahead of a summer transfer. The forward is a target for Newcastle United, who are still in the market for a new striker despite signing Chris Wood from Burnley. Ekitike is the top goalscorer under 20 years of age in Europe's top 5 leagues with 8 goals this season and has the entire Premier League salivating. Chelsea have now contacted Stade Reims with a view to a possible summer move. The report continues to state that it will cost at least €40 million to sign the wonderkid, who dreams of a destiny like Mbappe. This comes after reports linking Chelsea forward Armando Broja with a permanent move away from the club after impressing at Southampton on loan. The Saints are looking to make the deal a permanent one, extending his stay at St Mary's until beyond the end of the season. Therefore, Chelsea could move to bring in Ekitike in the summer to replace the potentially outgoing Albanian if he is to depart the club. Chelsea defender Marcos Alonso has taken a dig at the Premier League's decision to postpone Arsenal's clash against Tottenham. Arsenal argued that they'd be under the 13-player threshold, given they have recorded a positive COVID-19 case, are without Granit Xhaka through suspension and have a number of injuries. But the decision has proven controversial, with many feeling that the lack of positive COVID-19 cases means the game should have gone ahead. There is a sense that teams are exploiting the rules to their benefit, particularly as Arsenal played just 3 days ago in a Carabao Cup semi-final clash against Liverpool. The decision has annoyed Chelsea in particular, given the Blues had their request to postpone a December clash with Wolves denied by the Premier League. Chelsea recorded a total of 7 positive COVID-19 cases, including 3 on the eve of the clash, which meant that they couldn't be entirely sure about the spread of the virus to other members of the team who had tested negative. And, speaking after Chelsea's defeat to Manchester City, Alonso summed up the feeling of the Blues dressing room when he suggested that the rules hadn't been applied fairly to other teams. "It's difficult, but I think it should be the same for everyone and all teams treated the same," said Alonso. "We had some games with a lot of players out, some games with only 4 defenders, but we still had to play. It has to be fair for everyone to have the same treatment from the Premier League, not just some games yes, some games no."
That is on Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.